here. I'm gonna say it again. I really wish I had a better name. But anyway, we got some exciting news. I've got some exciting news to share with y'all today. Welcome aboard the Legacy of Dawn. This is my ship. It's an Imperial Clipper. Oh, she's a beauty. And right now, I'm a little bored, kind of, because I am flying this ship all the way out into the black, all the way to Sagittarius A. And as of right now, we are about halfway between Earth and, well, yeah, Sagittarius A. That bright spot way over there, that brightest part of the galaxy, right there. That's where we're aiming. We're going to go ahead and jump back into the cockpit, and we're going to keep going on this adventure. So, first things first, started working on production of a new series based on Elite Dangerous. It will not be a gaming series. It will not be about the game Elite Dangerous. It will be about astronomy. It's just going to be called Elite Astronomy. I got the script, got an actor who's going to be playing the part of the narrator. We're collecting a lot of footage and pictures of different stars and whatnot. There's a brown dwarf right there. How cool. We just flew from one. So we're going to be getting a lot of different footage. It's going to be basically the basics of astronomy. And it's going to be really awesome. You guys might get a little bored of what I'm doing right here. I'll try to keep it a little exciting, like spinning here. Because really all I'm doing is jumping from star to star to star, hoping to get closer and closer to Sagittarius A, which is, for those of you who don't know, is the supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy. And yes, this is the Milky Way galaxy, which one? You probably knew that since I said Earth. But anyway, I'm also going to be starting a new channel for the company that film company I've had going for a little bit. We've finished a few projects, but we've never actually done anything with any of the projects we've completed, which is kind of a shame. So we're going to start actually doing something with the projects that we've done. It'll be called Live Spring Pictures. I'm going to be, we're just going to start by doing it on YouTube. Just putting it up on YouTube, because otherwise it's just sitting on our computers and on our files, just doing nothing. So, yeah, we are going to get started on some non-gaming things. It's going to be exciting. I'm Sagittarius A. We're going to be posting new things on my new YouTube channel, Live Spring Pictures. That's going to be super awesome. Let's see. I should have a little bit more time to do videos during the summer, as I have a change in schedule. But most importantly, there's one more series I'm going to be doing. It's not quite official yet. It's still being in the works. Script is being worked on, all that kind of stuff. It's basically, the title is That's Just How It Is. That's the title. That's Just How It Is. And it's basically, it's approaching all of the issues and everything that's going on in the world today. Not everything, but a lot of the controversial topics in the world today. We're approaching it from a biblical standpoint. No bias. So there's no, Democratic or Republican, no political agenda, no nothing. In fact, I would highly warn you not to watch it if you're afraid your feelings are going to get hurt, because no matter what side politically it's probably going to hurt your feelings if you're not ready to hear it, because it's literally just how it is. And I think it's time for us to put aside, what we've been taught by society today, and just put that all aside and start just looking directly at the Bible and what does it literally say about certain topics. We're not doing the whole mumbo jumbo reading through the lines. I believe the Bible can be read very simply and very objectively. You can just read it, anybody can, You can get more truths the more you study it, of course, but I believe that the most common truths and morals can be found just by reading it. You don't have to go reading in between the lines or anything. You don't have to go far to find out what's right, what's wrong. And that's really what we're going to be doing. We're just going to lay it out black and white. We're just gonna do it. So I'm really looking forward to that series. It's a series I've been wanting to do for a little while now. So I'm very excited for it. And yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all the news I have right now. I had a list right here, and that's pretty much all I had to share. Really excited about that. It's got a few new series, got a few big projects coming up. Hoping to get them done over the summer, and it's gonna be awesome. And this is one of my, just a personal project that I'm working on right now, is flying to Sagittarius A. So I might do a couple live streams of this, just because I might get bored, because again, if you can't tell, I'm not doing a lot right now. For those of you who have never played Elite Dangerous, well, this is Elite Dangerous. This is part of the game. This is not everything you do in the game. This is not everything you do in the game. It's just to get to Sagittarius A. It is a very long trip, and I want to be able to make it in a decent amount of time. So I literally just have to fly, jumping from star to star. And the thing is I'm just doing what's called a honking, which is I'm using my scanner and just doing a brief scan of the system I'm in. You know, star that there is, any nearby stars, planets, asteroids, and whatever is kind of in the surrounding area, surrounding the star. And I'm actually not doing really any exploring, really, because, again, I'm just jumping from star to star, doing a quick scan. I'm not getting any in-depth information about, like, oh, what are these planets? Can I land on them? Can I go exploring on the planets? Which is the real thing for exploring. And you can actually make a good amount of credits in the game just by exploring solar system by solar system, which is what I love to do. And I plan on doing that once I hit the Sagittarius region of the galaxy. I plan on doing a lot of that, just exploring everything to my heart's content. Landing on planets, maybe fly through some canyons on some planets, maybe discover a neutron star or two, maybe make a few first-time discoveries, because not a lot of people make this journey. This is a long and hard journey to make. I've been at this already for maybe a couple weeks, and I don't play it for too long. I just go like, okay, jump here, make a few jumps here, and I'm actually traveling a good distance today because I just want to get it done. But then the trouble is getting back. So in case you want to play Elite Dangerous, this is not everything you do, just jumping. That would just be boring. This is just how you get. This is how you get to far, distant stars, or in this case a black hole, as fast as you can. It's still not quick. It's an endurance. It takes a lot of endurance. It is a long trip. I'm not gonna lie, but this is literally how you go fast. Just reach a star, scan, on to the next one. When in reality there are 12 unexplored objects. In fact, there's one right there. And if I wanted to, I could go explore them and do a lot of fun and cool stuff. I am outside of the galactic bubble, so there's not like any trading going on. I'm not going to run to any pirates. There's literally no one out here this far. Actually, I think there's maybe, if I check the website right, there's probably about 100 people total who play this game that have been this far out, this close to Sagittarius in the past month. That's how few people who go out there. And probably of those 100, probably a few of them have already gone before. But nobody really comes out this far because most of the game takes place around Earth and the surrounding stars. And it's a lot of fun. You can do trading, you can be a merchant, you can be a pirate, you can be a soldier. an explorer, an archaeologist. There's all kinds of stuff you can do, and a lot of it is pretty close to home. You don't have to go far to get to find adventure and whatnot. But if you want to go to Sagittarius A in the center of the galaxy, you're gonna have to travel a long way. But it is absolutely worth it. The views are amazing out here. I've been posting on Instagram and on my Facebook page a lot of the pictures. I've posted some to the Elite Dangerous Facebook page itself. Lots of awesome shots from out here. I've gone inside nebulas, and it was absolutely beautiful. I landed on a planet orbiting a star, smack dab in the middle of this nebula, and the views were just amazing. It was like purple and blue and then some red just surrounding me. It was absolutely amazing. And it was, to get there, I had to fly through a very dense star cluster. And flying through that star cluster was amazing. I just saw so many stars. It was so cool. And I hear the view from Sagittarius is amazing. So this is literally what I love to do, explore. I love to catch views and stuff. So this journey isn't so bad. At this point of game, I am currently flying. Most of this journey has been in the Orion region of the galaxy. So it's been kind of what we see from Earth. The center of the galaxy has definitely been getting bigger and bigger as I get closer. So it's definitely, the view has definitely changed. As you can see, as I pull away from the nearby star, the light pollution goes down, and more things show up, and it becomes so much more radiant, so much more gorgeous. In fact, right here below me right now, is because I'm a little above the galactic plane right now, kind of flying a little high, well, traveling a little high, is this is the up ahead, that is the Sagittarius region, and then you can see where it gets a little black right here, that is one of the dividers between the arms. And then, yeah, I'm just kind of giving you a little tour of the galaxy. Farther out, you see the Orion region, which is where Earth is. Earth resides in the Orion region. So right now, I'm kind of in between the two regions, so there's not a whole lot to see. There's been some good nebulas, like there's a nebula there, there's a nebula there. There's that one. I was gonna try to go to that one right there, but I decided not to because it's a little too far out of the way. I think there was one more that I think I passed up, but I'm not really gonna look too much for it. And yes, I'm traveling very fast right now. I'm traveling 35 times the speed of light. The science behind this game is pretty cool, the science behind it. The faster than light travel, I really don't know how exactly that works, but to travel from star to star, as you just said, I'm doing a frame shift drive charging. I'm basically going to be folding space-time around my ship, allowing me to jump long distances in an instant. As soon as it's charged, as you can tell, there are like blue clouds showing up, and there's a cloud in the distance. That is space-time folding in on itself like a wormhole. Each of these like little clouds I seem to be flying through is actually not a cloud or something in space. It's really just space-time being folded around me so I can travel long distances. So when I see stars and stuff flying by, that's not actually, you know, stars. That's not like, oh look, I'm flying past all these stars. No, that's just reflections and light as I'm folding it all around me. So here we go. I'm gonna need to stop for fuel in a second. But yeah, this game is amazing. I love it. This ship that I'm flying is absolutely, I love it. This ship is absolutely amazing. The Imperial Clipper. Yes, I fight for the Empire, and I do have some combat experience. I'm not really a combatant. I'm more of a merchant guy. I do a little more trade. I'm very, very good at trading, especially around the Cubeo region. I've done a lot of trade routes there, especially in this ship. This ship is really good at carrying cargo from one system to another. Speaking of which, to any Elite Dangerous fans out there, the Clipper is not really meant for an exploration ship. A lot of ships are not meant for exploration, but they still do the job. I was debating on taking the ship out And a friend on the Facebook page, the Elite Dangerous Facebook group, was saying, take the Aspects. It has a much better jump range. You can A-rate it. It's much better for exploring. And I thought about it. I had enough credits to buy it and upgrade it. But it just doesn't have this view. Oh, hold on, let me... it just doesn't have the appeal of the Clipper. Since I'm traveling this fast, I can't actually, I can't get out of my cockpit seat, so I can't really show you what it looks like again, but you guys saw it at the beginning. This ship is just absolutely beautiful. It does have the best range, though. I've engineered and A-graded the FSD thrusters. This thing can jump a good distance, a medium distance, so it's not the best. But I'm not trying to get there the fastest way possible. I'm trying to enjoy this trip. But the ship is, it is beautiful. As again, I showed you the inside. It's just absolutely stunning. The white Legacy of Dawn. The Legacy of Dawn is by far my favorite ship to fly right now. It's fast in normal, not in witch frame as it's called, or frame shift, where I'm traveling faster than the speed of light. When it's in normal thruster mode, it is so maneuverable, so fast. The lateral thrusters are a little slow. It feels heavy at that point, but this ship is just a joy to fly, and I love it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry, man. I know you're giving me good advice to fly the Aspects, Explore, and the Asp is kind of ugly. It really has no character to it. It's not necessarily ugly. I mean, it looks like a ship. There are worse looking ships, but it just doesn't have a lot of character. Unlike the Clipper, which has, you know, as much character as you can get in this game. It's just absolutely amazing. So yeah, I love my Clipper, and so I just A-rated it. I just fixed everything up. I did a test run where I flew to Maya, which is inside the Pleiades sector. And I did a test run, and I realized that my power distributor was, one, not giving me enough power, and two, it was overheating very easily, which was a big problem for refueling at stars. In fact, I'll show you how we refuel right here. We just graze the corona of the star right here. And I like to park it, so I'm just going to park right here. I want to keep a safe distance from the star, of course, because I can still burn up. I am still a good distance from the star. As you can see, I mean, it's very easy to see it, but we are still a decent distance away from it, so it's not like I'm actually gonna burn up at this distance. My heat shields are holding, but I'm using the radiation coming off of the star, and I'm using it to refuel my ship. And so, yeah, I was overheating whenever I refueled with the power distributor, so I needed to A-rate it, and I took it to a Felicity Farseer, an engineer, and I had it fixed up where it would not overheat as much. I also had a problem with the thrusters overheating and the FSD drive overheating. In fact, pro tip, I didn't learn this until not too long ago, but don't activate your FSD, your frame shift drive, until you are far enough away from the star, because your FSD does overheat your ship, and if you're close enough to the star, you're gonna burn up. I always wondered why my ship was always burning up. Even as I'm flying away from the star, I'm like, I'm leaving the star, why am I burning up? And I'm like, oh, I've already got my frame shift drive charging, that's why. So yeah, so fly safe out there. Keep your FSDs charging when you're far enough away from the star, when you're a good distance and you're not going to overheat. As you can see, I've already had a few not crashes, but a few incidents where I wasn't paying attention, and I've used up half of my heat sinks, and my trip is only a quarter of the way done, not even that. So yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting trip. I'm most likely going to stop by Colonia, which is a colony that is not like very close to Sagittarius, but it's closer than Earth. It's closer than the bubble. So I'm gonna stop by Colonia, which is a little out of the way. I'm gonna get repairs done and restock on heat sinks and whatnot, and then I'm gonna return home. But yeah, I just love the Clipper, so I decided, you know what, forget it, I'm taking the Clipper. I'm taking the Clipper out into the black. So, yep. Real quick, just to give you a little heads up on my cockpit here. Hey, here we go. Alright, so on the far left side, that shows my exploration scanner, or what my target is right now. It'll show me information about, like, if I'm targeting a planet, it'll scan a planet and tell me about, like, okay, this planet has no atmosphere, or it has an atmosphere, it has water on it, or it's ice, or whatnot. Or if I'm in combat and I'm targeting a ship, it'll tell me the name of the pilot, it'll tell me who he is, what kind of ship he's flying, what's his rank, and if he's, you know, I don't hunt anybody who's not wanted, so I only hunt criminals. So there you go. Next to that, it actually shows my target. It has like a mini diagram of a solar system. That'll change depending on what I'm targeting. If it's an enemy ship, it'll show the status of the enemy ship. If his shields are up, how his hull's holding up. And then in the center, we have the radar. Tiny little circle on the left side of the radar shows my alignment with my target. Am I pointing towards it, pointing away towards it? If I have my cargo latch out and I need to like pick up some cargo that's floating around, it'll show how I'm aligned up to cargo. The little meter below that is my heat. And so it's going to start climbing up now that I've got my frame shift drive charging. And then in the center, that big circle, that's again my radar. On the right side is my speedometer showing me how fast I'm going. C's are equivalent to 1 times the speed of light. The small little blue margin on that shows the ideal thruster rate that I want to apply. It'll go down if I'm approaching a planet, like, okay, slow down to this amount, and that's what it is. That's what it is. On the, oh look, we got binary stars. There's one. There's the other. Ooh, binary star system. How cool is that? But anyway, the icon on the right of the radar, which is moving when I move my ship, is of course my ship's status. The blue rings around it show my shields are up. Yes, I was very determined to bring my shields on this trip. They're not required for exploring. Not at all, since I don't really plan on running into any pirates or anything, especially out here, or Thargoids. I don't plan on running into any Thargoids, but I want to have them just in case. A little meter below my ship shows the hull integrity of my ship, and right now I'm at 97%. I took a little damage a couple times when I got too close to a star. One of those incidents was actually a glitch where my game glitched out, and apparently I was getting too close to a brown dwarf. I don't really know what happened, but the game fixed itself, and when I restarted the game, I was a good distance from the brown dwarf, so I was safe. Next to that, the 3 meters there are my power distribution meters. The top one is engines, the left one is systems, and then my weapons. It determines how fast or how much power I'm distributing to each of those subsystems. So if I, like, say my shields are down and I want to get them back up as fast, I can adjust it, as I just did, to power up the systems more. So my shields will regenerate faster, and any like repairing items or scanners, they'll act a little faster. And then if I need to, if I want to go faster during a normal drive, I go to engines. Allows me to boost my engines, and not just my rear engines to make me go faster, but also my like lateral thrusters, giving me more maneuverability, that kind of stuff. Weapons, of course, is weapons. And like I took off most of my weapons. Normally I have a missile rack, but I think I only left the multi-cannons. I had a burst rifle, or burst laser as well. I took that off because I wanted to save power and I don't really need them. So I just have 2 multi-cannons just in case. Reset it. And on the far right of the screen, the little radio thing on the side is showing like chatter that's going on in the system, like if there's any ships nearby, if there are any distress signals, you know, that kind of stuff. Below it is my fuel levels, so it shows how much fuel I have. The blue margin is showing me how much fuel I am going to use for the next jump. So that blue, when I make this jump, my blue meter is going to go down that much. Below that is mass lock. Mass lock means I am stuck, not stuck, I am being held back by the mass of a planet, station, or another ship, which is keeping me from jumping to hyperspace. Landing gear, of course, if my landing gear is down or not. And cargo scoop, if I need to pick up cargo. So I basically just gave you an entire tour of my ship. There's a brown dwarf. Brown dwarfs are basically dead stars. They're what's left of a star after it's died, used up most of its fuel. A very small star. 727 jumps to Sagittarius A. How fun. Got my transactions. Oh, I need to collect my money from Ashling Deval. There are no contacts in range. Imagine that. We got over here, this is my ratings and whatnot. Modules. This is the status of my ship. I can repair my ship. I do have a automatic auto field maintenance unit right here. It has gone down quite a bit. I'm running out of ammo for it because it requires ammunition to use it. This is the status of my ships. I've repaired all of the items to 100%. The ones that are absolutely vital. So my ship has taken a little bit of a beating, but she's alright. Fire groups, this shows how I have my ship laid out, like how my weapons or scanners are equipped. Inventory, I'm not carrying any cargo. Functions, all that. That's fun. So yeah, that's my ship. Woohoo!
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm sorry I made this kind of boring. I just decided I'm just bored out here. I am bored. But you know what? I'm just going to keep watching The Office on my computer next to me as I keep flying. Thank you so much for joining me. I will keep y'all posted on the new series that are going to be coming out. I'm really getting into play Monster Hunter, so I'm probably going to stream a lot of Monster Hunter. For you For Honor fans, haven't done a lot of For Honor. I do plan on playing a little bit more every now and then. But Elite Dangerous is one of the big things I'm focusing on. Wow, this is a big star system. Whew, that's a lot of stuff. Big money. But yeah, I thank you for joining us. I will let you all know when my new channel goes up. I'm going to be posting a trailer. The actor who's going to be playing or doing the part of the narrator for our Elite Astronomy. Once he finishes the recording process, I will be putting it all together and finishing up the series, and we will actually have a trailer for you guys in the coming weeks, hopefully. So keep your eyes open for that. It's going to be super fun, super excited for it. But yeah, I am really looking forward to it. Thank y'all so much for joining me today, for everybody who watched this. I'm JWW15. I'll forget. I'm just going to say Josh. I'm just going to say Josh from now on. Henceforth, I'm just going to say Josh, because it's so much easier than saying JWW15, blah, blah, blah. This is Josh, signing off. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will keep y'all posted on the news. I'm going to try to make my channel a little more exciting, because I know live streams can get a little boring. But yeah, I am excited for what we have in store. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I hope to catch y'all another time.